The Indus Valley Civilization, IVC, also known as the Harappan Civilization, is one of the oldest urban cultures of the ancient world, flourishing between 2600 BCE and 1900 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. It coexisted with the civilizations of ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, yet its secrets have remained elusive for millennia. Though lost to history for thousands of years, the rediscovery of the Indus cities in the 20th century unveiled a remarkably advanced and sophisticated society. However, despite significant archaeological progress, many aspects of the Indus Valley Civilization, its language, social structure, religion, and eventual decline, remain shrouded in mystery. The first signs of civilization came to light in the 1920s when excavations at Harappa, in modern-day Pakistan, revealed well-planned urban centers. Soon after, another major site, Mohenjo-Daro, was unearthed. These discoveries, followed by others such as Dhalavira, Lothal, and Kalibangan, confirmed the existence of a vast and complex society. At its peak, the civilization covered over 1.25 million square kilometers, making it the largest of the ancient world. Its cities were primarily located along the Indus River and its tributaries. This strategic positioning allowed for fertile agriculture, water supply, and trade routes. The extensive spread from Balochistan in the west to Gujarat in the east, and from the Himalayan foothills in the north to the Deccan Plateau in the south, underscores the reach and influence of this ancient civilization. One of the most astonishing aspects of the Indus Valley Civilization is its urban planning. The cities were laid out on a grid system with remarkable precision. Streets intersected at right angles, and cities were often divided into a citadel and a lower town. The citadel housed public buildings, granaries, and administrative or religious centers, while the lower town had early residences. Perhaps the most celebrated feature of the Indus cities is the drainage system. Each house had access to a sophisticated network of public drainage, suggesting an early understanding of health and public health. Some scholars have referred to Mohenjo-Daro as the first urban sanitation system in the world. Brick-lined wells and bathing platforms found in many homes imply a culture that valued cleanliness. Buildings were primarily constructed using standardized baked bricks, a testament to technological consistency across the civilization. Large public structures like the Great Bath of Mohenjo-Daro, a massive, watertight tank likely used for ritual bathing, suggest a communal and possibly spiritual aspect to urban life. The social structure of the Indus Valley Civilization remains largely speculative due to the lack of deciphered written records. However, archaeological evidence suggests a relatively egalitarian society. There is no clear indication of palaces or elaborate tombs that would point to a dominant ruling class or highly stratified society, unlike in Egypt or Mesopotamia. Artifacts such as toys, jewelry, pottery, and game boards hint at people who engaged in leisure, trade, and artistic expression. Terracotta figurines, especially of women, have led some to theorize about the worship of a mother goddess or a matriarchal society, though this remains contested. The standardization of weights and measures across vast distances indicates a central authority or a well-coordinated trade network. Tools, seals, and ornaments made from materials like gold, lapis lazuli, and carnelian reflect both craftsmanship and the existence of long-distance trade. The Indus Valley Civilization had a thriving economy based on agriculture, trade, and crafts. Their primary crops included wheat, barley, peas, and sesame, supported by an advanced irrigation system. Animal husbandry also played a role, with domesticated cattle, sheep, and possibly elephants. Craft production was extensive, including bead-making, metallurgy, pottery, and weaving. Artisans produced intricate beads and seals from semi-precious stones, copper, bronze, and terracotta. The widespread distribution of these goods across cities demonstrates the existence of organized production and exchange systems. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Indus trade is its reach. Archaeological evidence indicates trade with Mesopotamia, as evidenced by Indus seals found in Sumerian cities such as Uar and Kish. Lothal, located in present-day Gujarat, is believed to have functioned as a major port, with a dockyard that suggests maritime trade with the Persian Gulf and beyond. Perhaps the greatest enigma of the Indus Valley Civilization is its writing system. Thousands of artifacts have been discovered bearing inscriptions in the so-called Indus script, a collection of symbols carved on seals, pottery, and tablets. Despite decades of research, the script remains undeciphered. The script typically comprises short strings of 5 to 26 characters, and it exhibits no significant variation across time or location, indicating a stable writing system. Some scholars believe it represents a logosyllabic or proto-writing system, possibly used for administrative or ritualistic purposes. The failure to decipher the script has left many questions unanswered. What language did the Indus people speak? Did they have a centralized bureaucracy? What was their mythology? And how did they perceive the world? Until the script is decoded, much of their intellectual and cultural life remains inaccessible. Due to the lack of textual evidence, understanding the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people relies on iconography and artifacts. Numerous terracotta figurines, often interpreted as deities, have led scholars to speculate about a polytheistic religion. The prevalence of female figurines has fueled theories about a mother goddess cult. Seals depicting animals, especially the unicorn, a mythical creature unique to Indus seals, suggest the symbolic or religious significance of fauna. One famous seal shows a figure seated in a yogic posture surrounded by animals, dubbed the Pashupati seal, which some interpret as an early form of the Hindu god Shiva. There is also evidence of fire altars at Kalibangan and ritual bathing at Mohenjo-daro, pointing to possible ceremonial practices. The reverence for water seen in the Great Bath and domestic bathing platforms may hint at the ritual purity concepts later found in Vedic and Hindu traditions. Though the Indus Valley Civilization faded, its legacy may have persisted in subtle forms. Certain elements of later Indian culture, ritual bathing, yoga-like postures, symbolic animals, may trace their origins to Harappan practices. Recent genetic studies show a continuity between Harappan populations and later South Asian groups, suggesting cultural and demographic persistence. Additionally, archaeological continuity in pottery styles and rural settlements supports the idea that Harappan culture evolved rather than vanished. The Indus script remains one of the last undeciphered scripts of the ancient world. Its eventual decoding could revolutionize our understanding of South Asia's earliest civilization.